Hi, diddly ho, friendaloons. It's Rale, and it's once again time to Nintendo things. And I forgot my audio was on the stream still. I am having a rush today because I had a bathroom emergency right before the stream started. Oh no. Uh, Unfortunately, I'm not joined by anyone either, so it's just me. Me and the void that I shall scream into. Oh, not scream, but play Fire Emblem into. Ugh. Yeah, I have not gotten a response from any of the lads yet today, so they are apparently busy doing their things. And so I shall continue to do my thing and try to remember the controls because I've been distracted playing Civ 7 all morning. Oh. Yeah, this part of the game is just getting the rings back like we were last episode. And wait here, wake up the rings. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that would help. Boop. There we go. That should fix it. Better? Yes. Thank you, Mercury. Much appreciated. As I said earlier, I was in a little bit of a rush today.
No matter what's happened, you're still you. Let's go save the world.
See, you don't get a ring. Which one are you? Erica. Who did I have Erica? Actually, it was on. Forgot it wasn't Rosado. Oh, this one.
Much as I'd love to draw how great you look right now, we need to get going.
Huzzah. Ugh. But I hope you all are having a good week. I'm having a great week now because I finished all my homework on time. Well, I finished all my homework yesterday. So now I have no obligations other than my one work shift tomorrow. And then I'm free for the whole rest of the weekend to play the Monster Hunter beta and play more Civ 7. It was the best of times, it is the best of times.
Thank you.
Just a few enemies left. We were mostly done with this chapter last time. It was just a matter of finishing it up. I've got a full gallon of tea a half-pound block of cheese, and no responsibilities. So I am very chipper today.
There you are. Hope you don't mind giving me a hand. Hey, thanks.
Now we can use our boy here to bait out this lance user. Neat. Well, they're just all gonna rush. That's unfortunate for them.
This ends now. I had to stop you.
Yeet. Wow, he's got a big fancy spear. How many of them have big fancy weapons? Is it just him? It is just him. Powerful Lance of Legend. Can strike close or at range. Hello. We're gonna give that to our cavalry guy here in a bit. For now. Blah blah blah. Obey me. Arrow to the face.
First one's free.
No escape.
Samurai, it's because the other three aren't here. And
Glad we met.
I don't have a whacker to sass. Whatever shall I do? I also might have my mic adjusted a little bit lower, but... And without their constant sass, it turns out I'm actually a pretty chill guy. Who knew?
Come and get it.
Now I'm angry. Remember this.
Even better, I only woke up feeling a little bit like garbage this morning. Oh, that's why these guys are great knights, which means the solution is magic. We can send you down here. You don't have any extra ranged magic, so... Coinless, sometimes just a chill time and a little bit of quiet is nice. I mean, it's half the reason why I'll go like a week or two without talking to anybody. And then suddenly I'll feel the need to just talk to everybody and spend way too much time talking to people at the expense of myself. Oh no.
I'll go. Thanks for looking out.
Ugh. Yawn. Let's get everybody up in there. Oh, actually. Dance for him. Let's see if we can kill that mage before he can do anything. That would be real nice. Yeah, there we go.
I had no choice but to win.
Quinless, I find the key to being able to socialize for me is having a place where I can go and be, like, shut off from everybody else for a little bit. Because, I mean, you've all seen me on stream with the lads. I can be very exuberant. But that's not always the vibe I want to be. That and socializing can be exhausting at times.
Rise up, emblem of binding. Free us, emblem of genealogy. Bear your fangs, emblem of fates.
Now I gotta remember who each of these was assigned to. Diamant was Roy. I don't remember Corrin. Or Leaf. Dang. Okay, I think Leaf was assigned to Fagato. And I'm pretty sure Seedall had Corrin. Yeah, that was the layout. Okay.
Bring your power to bear, and stand next to me now.
Roy's our boy. Roy's our boy.
Meeting like this is a sign. Come, let's dance together.
And that should be the last one.
Stick together.
That's all of the rings.
Yay! Now to vigorously watch the lads miss the plot. I know we're near the end game, so it's a possibility.
That's it.
I've summoned the emblems and we've fended off our enemies.
What a relief.
I think I'd better apologize. To both of you.
What for?
Doubting what you said. I thought this was all one of Sombron's tricks, a way to turn us against each other. But when we fought together, I knew it was you. Our ally. Our friend.
Corrupted or not, I am glad you returned.
Thank you all for placing your trust in me.
And thanks to Lady Vale. We couldn't have won without you.
Yes. Wresting back control of yourself. Reviving the Divine Dragon. You did much today. If not for your efforts, you'd probably be dead.
Thank you. I did what I could.
Now we're all together again.
What's the matter?
I can't move.
What? No.
No, no.
Vanishing.
I knew this was a risk, but it wasn't supposed to happen so soon. I gave you all the power I could. It should have been enough. Unless... Oh no. Summoning the emblems must have drained you.
I didn't realize.
It's all right. I'll try again. Hang on. Guardians of the Underworld. Cast aside the rules that govern life and death. Your body is rejecting my power. It can't take anymore.
Thank you for trying, Vale.
German, it's going well.
But it seems my time has come.
We're dying
It's
for a
all
second
right.
time.
The 12 emblems are here. With their help, I know you'll be able to stop Sombron.
No. You can't leave. You said we'd save the world together.
I'm sorry. You'll have to do that without me. At least, it was useful in the end. I can die knowing you're all safe. If only I could fight to the end with you. My friends.
Sister!
We got the rings back. We're all together. I wish I could have finished the mission Mother gave me.
Airflex, this is the second time MC is dying. MC got killed once already and was brought back as undead. We got the rings back, and now she's run out of power after waking the rings all back up. But there is a light in the distance.
Light.
Dragon Child. You desire the power to fight. To the end. Alongside everyone.
Marth.
Dragon Child. You who fought bravely even after death. Would you rise once more?
I want to fight. It can't end here.
Airflex, this game has a main character from pretty much every Fire Emblem
How hard
game.
it may be. I have to continue until the world is safe.
Marth's just the first one you get, so he's the one the main character's
Like
bonded to the
emblems
most.
have.
I have heard your wish. And thus, our power is yours.
The ring that main character's mom gave to us at the beginning. When your main character powers are so strong, you punch death directly in the schnoz twice.
12 emblems must have granted their power.
Beautiful.
Look, we unlocked Super Saiyan Blue.
before your slumber, I made you a promise. I said I'd give you a birthday present that suited you perfectly.
Yep.
I always
The red
made
goes away
mistakes.
because she's now full holy dragon.
A very happy birthday to you.
Oh, and the Fire Emblem theme is kicked on, so definitely this is the big moment.
So this ring,
That has become your emblem ring.
Marth!
Lumera's power was held in that ring. You have restored the power of the divine dragon. She must have known this day would come. The day of your rebirth.
I was dead. And now look at me. I feel new. What do you mean, emblem ring?
Your life was saved by the combined power of 12 rings, making you the 13th emblem, the Fire
Okay,
Emblem.
now I want...
I'm
Oh,
the 13th
son of a
emblem.
bitch, the fucking Fire Emblem.
The
Roll
Fire
credits!
That's right. And that is your emblem ring. Much like the rings that house our spirits.
We emblems have only ever been spirits. But you
As a
have
note,
physical form.
the 13th Fire Emblem
Perhaps
game
this
was
is now why you
Awakening.
seem unique
This is
among
not
us.
the 13th Fire Emblem game. I wish they would have lined that up, but such is life.
Your power as an emblem dwells in the ring, just as dragons imbue their power into stones. Though you die, you are now reborn as an emblem with a new body.
But how? Sombron used your power. I thought you could only grant it once every 1,000 years.
The 12 rings have another power. One we kept secret.
And what's that?
Now that you're an emblem, we can finally reveal the truth. We have always been able to perform the miracle at any time.
Oh, son of a
We
bitch!
all had to be together and agree on who deserved the miracle.
So that means
Yes, we all agreed we wished to fight alongside you.
We could do this once and never again. Not in all the thousands of years ahead.
What's more, this will be the last gift that we will ever give this world. This took all of our future power. It was worth it to fight alongside you now.
Ah, so they can
This
drain
is
all
the
their
first
power to
time
turn
we
another
emblems
person
have
into an
shared
emblem.
The same wish. For this. For you.
everyone knew.
This was the only way we could save you. No one returns from death.
Bullshit!
Now being an emblem is
We just
perhaps
did a little bit
not
ago.
what you desired. I hope we have done the right thing.
I've died twice. I didn't expect to be back again. So, thank you. My friends and I will do our best to protect this world.
Look,
I'll make the
I
most of what you've
appreciate
done.
cheesy stuff. Sometimes cheesy is nice.
Marth. I'm so glad to see you again. I'm sorry we were separated in Alucia.
The world
It's
is
been so
bleak enough.
long
We need
since
more
I-
happy
Oh,
endings.
it was barely a blink compared to your years of slumber. It's good to see you, my fellow emblem.
Yes. My fellow emblem.
Glad to have you back, Divine One.
Don't even think about dying again. You hear me?
I can't grieve a third time! Oh, well, that is...
Made at the end to be with you again. We all were, and now here we are.
And you're an emblem. I look forward to seeing what you can do.
I'm sorry I worried you all. I'm not going anywhere ever again. I am with you now. All the way to the end.
Now we'll always be together.
Fail. Without you, I wouldn't be here. Oh, thank you.
No, you saved my life too, remember? I should be thanking you.
What is this? An earthquake?
No. This is something far different. A greater force is in motion. Something is happening in Gradlon.
Let's look.
What in the world? What's all that in the middle of the sea?
Gradlon. It's back.
A portal is opening in the sky. Soon Sombron will set out to invade other worlds.
We have to stop him.
I wish we could, but there's a barrier in the way.
Yes, and it's covering the entire continent. The power that must have taken. Papa doesn't want us to interfere with his plans.
How do we break through?
We will need to destroy the Fell Dragon shards that are sustaining the barrier. But I don't know where to find them.
I can help.
You can?
I guess you'd call it a vortex of Fell Dragon power, building up in Gradlon. I think there are 2 of them.
Oh, hey, the red's back in our hair again.
3. Follow me.
We'll destroy the Fell Dragon shards and shatter the barrier. To Gradlon!
Let me adjust my equipment, game. I wish to see the shinies I have obtained.
Yeah.
Now we must talk to everybody as is tradition.
Ah.
Yes.
Ah.
Oh Lord, I keep feeling like I need to sneeze, and it is awful.
Hey, so...
Wow.
Well done.
Rosado is not a waifu. Rosado is a husbando.
Hey,
I have an easy solution for this. Reference. Ally notebook. Oh no, we don't have enough of his profile. Meh. I mean, German, it's a Fire Emblem game. The waifu husbando fodder is half of the game.
So...
They know what they're doing. You don't want to see some of the features on the Japanese versions of games that have a touchscreen.
Well now.
Right.
You ever blow into the microphone to get a reaction out of a PNG?
If I may.
I have not. That is a feature that I skipped on, because, no.
Yes.
I feel like...
Yeah, I believe it's Fire Emblem Fates. You can have a character who is, like, napping and looks like they're hot, and you can blow on their face to wake them up. I tend to be more passive with the waifu and husbando stuff.
Oh, wow.
Like, beyond the throwing memes at it, but I don't really have that much motivation. I also don't really care for a lot of the... what's the word I'm looking for? It's not audacious or gaudy, but the extravagance of the character designs. Ivy's an excellent example. Base character design, like it a lot, but there's just so many little extra bits and bobs that don't need to be there, like, the fucking shoes. The fucking spikes on the shoes. That shit. That shit can die in a fire. Yeah, the clothing is... It's fashion show stuff. Which, to be fair, fashion shows are not a bad thing. Fashion shows, you have to realize, are not about making functional clothing, but more about making clothing that, creates a specific, like, brings to mind a specific idea. It's trying to translate the ideas and emotions in your head into clothing. Separate from, like, making clothing that is meant to be worn. Which has a value in and of itself. It's just a different value than most people are ever going to experience with their clothing. So there's a disconnect there. Overgreebled is a good word for it. I actually prefer most of their, like, wear-around outfits, like this outfit and that outfit. Like, I hate Vale's normal outfit. This outfit's actually really good. I like that. That's a good outfit. I like clothes a lot. Prime example of this is we went Christmas shopping for my wife's sister, and we brought her with us because we decided our present was we got a couple clothes for her for a couple of outfits because she had to break up with her boyfriend and move back from another state. So it was like, well, she needs some new clothes because clothes make the person, and it's like a reset on your brain. So it became, so I quite literally had a manic episode picking out clothes for her to try on. Yeah, and there is an elegance to having precise and simplified designs. I prefer precise and simplified designs. But that's not always going to get across the idea you want to get across, like, from your head to the rest of the world. Sometimes you gotta ramble about shit. And fashion shows are doing that with clothing. Do we have a little bit of money, but I don't think we've got enough to finish any donations. Nope. Nope. Wrong button. Oh. Where is it? You! Oh, you are expensive to refine. 22 attack, though. Which I think is higher than anything else. Yep, buy it. Only thing that competes is the Silver Great Lance, which Great Lances have their own problems.
I'll be here.
I mean, so arrogance and snobbishness take place in pretty much any field, no matter what. It's just a little more noticeable in art because art is, you know, kind of putting yourself out there. But it's part of the reason I don't care for academics, like being in the academic fields. I understand their value. I don't like dealing with the, for lack of a better term, politics of academics. Because there's a whole lot of stuff in academics that is, this exists because it's a dick measuring contest between two guys with different ideas. My favorite example in it being of someone being a dick with academics is fucking Webster. A couple things with the way modern English works go back to Webster thinking everyone else is wrong and it should be done like this. Thus my repeated statement of, remember kids, language is made up and Webster was a dick. Yeah. But you'll get that that whole dick measuring contest with any field. It's smart people have a bad tendency to think that being smart in one thing makes them smart in everything. Because they're so used to knowing better than most other people within their specified field that they're just used to knowing better than other people all the time. Yeah, Webster's source. I made it the fuck up. Right, we need to do some inventory management. Actually, also, we need to do rings, because I think... Can you equip your own ring? Okay, she always has her own ring equipped. Yeah. And to be fair to those people, though, in a lot of cases, they've earned that pride in themselves. Like, they've done a lot of work in order to get to that point. Like, it comes from a valid place, even if it's wrong. It's just because of the way humans work. We are bad at noticing our own fallacies most of the time. It's the reason why if you get into psychology, do not try to psychoanalyze yourself. Actually, a good way to put it is if you're a hairstylist, you can't properly cut your own hair. Nobody really can. Like, yes, I know you can look in a mirror, but that's not a proper haircut. Oh, the doo-doo of someone joining.
It is I, the songiest of storms.
Oh, Storm, you missed a bit. So main character died again and came back as an emblem ring.
Wunderbar!
I'm just imagining the look on your face of, oh god, I did miss a bit.
Yeah. Sorry I was as late as I am.
It's okay. I mean, Whacker and Andy haven't responded at all either.
Yeah, no, I have these acoustic curtains that hang up in my basement to kind of allow for free movement between sections of the basement without, while still being, soundproofing.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them collapsed, so I was fixing that and was so distracted with that I forgot we were streaming.
It's okay. I had to run to... I was a bit late because I had to run to the bathroom after playing Civ 7 for just a little bit too long.
Ah, yes. Dweem in Discord?
Oh, yeah. And German, yes. I have a beard. I mean, I've shown up on live stream before. So you've all should have seen my beard at least once. And generally it's hard to get your own beard right, because something about like the way you'll tilt your head causes it to just can't get it quite even.
That's right, Mercury Alpha X. You're doomed, for it is I, he who is feared by those who want a moment of silence.
Yep, chill stream is over, everybody. Get ready for memes. Okay, give... Wait, Brianna
Don't
can
let
only...
your memes be dreams. Remember, if you play a video game about it, maybe you should try doing it in real life. Especially you, Grand Theft Auto players.
The Heffley Huff. Okay, so I guess Brianna can only be used by...
Mercury casts Horse Explosion.
Okay, she can use Brianna.
Kaboom. There, the horse has exploded.
Okay, she doesn't need the spear anymore, because Bionic attacks at all ranges. Honestly, she doesn't really need the Silver Lance anymore either. Ah, super weapons, yay.
Grimos, of course there's a god. My existence proves that cruelty has to be part of the universe. Artlin Puffenpuff.
God, I don't even know what my face looks like without my beard anymore at this point.
Like most of us, it will be a baby face.
I don't know if I'll have baby face.
Indeed.
We got Caladbolg. How does that compare to... Does it have boost? It has slightly boosted crit. I guess it'll be good for some situations. Can anybody else use it on our team? Do we have another good sword user who needs their own sword? Not fucking really. Noted. And it's an S-class sword, isn't it? Yes. Oh, yep. Oh, that's why Alfred couldn't use the other one. He only has A in lances. Yeah, she has to have S. Noted.
Does that mean training time?
No. In this game, what weapon ranks you have is based off of what class you're in.
Ah.
Yeah. Oh god, I keep feeling like I need to sneeze. It's the worst. I have had my beard for more than a decade.
I have had my hair for more than a decade.
Though at one point it was a goatee instead of the full beard. Okay, she was good on that. doot. Oh, you can actually use Thoron. Nice. Taking that. You don't need another spear other than that one. Oh, main character powers doesn't get S in any of those either. Does anybody get S in Fist? Oh wait, it's one of the upgrades to the monk class. Okay. Meh.
Yes.
Alright, back to Cedal.
Prepare to receive the Fist of Fury. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I wonder where my glove will go.
No. Stop that.
Kung Pao Enter the Fist quotes are sometimes very cursed.
Truer words have not been said. Okay, Noatun's not worth keeping around. Frankly, neither is the Silver Axe. Those two might be useful for specific situations. I don't think she has... Yeah, she's Berserker now, so she only has axes. Ah. Alright, now let's see. Go back over this way, get the thing. So how has your day been today, Storm?
Hey!
Truthfully, it hasn't been much of a day yet. I way overslept my alarm clock. So I have this problem where I was like night shift security and night shift janitor for so long, and then even my job now is afternoon into late evening. So it's easy for me to accidentally slip back into old habits of go to bed at 3 and sleep until 10.
I love rare critters, and I especially love dragons.
So you think of me as a...
I'm actually having a good week now,
Well,
because I
you're
got all my
rare, at
homework
least.
done
You're the world's
as of
only
yesterday.
divine dragon. So I
This
was
too
hoping
is
you'd help me
excellent.
understand your
Oh,
species
by
a
the way,
little better.
you need to download the Monster Hunter Wilds beta and play with me, Storm.
Wow.
Do it.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Please, go ahead.
You
This
can't
is
tell,
a hot
but I'm
melody.
pointing my cheese knife in your general direction.
Let's see.
One must take serious a man's cheese knife. I will consider this thing.
I live like a normal person, to be honest. Is that helpful?
Very. Basic activity is much like that of an average human.
Wait. Are you writing all this down?
Are you studying
Of
me?
course. This is excellent material for the book I'm working on about you.
Book? You don't think that's a little much?
What do you mean? Future generations deserve to know all about the
Is
divine
this a new party member, or have I just not noticed her?
She's been around for a while. She's the wolf girl.
Oh, okay, that's right.
I remember the furry. See, she's got the tail and everything.
Yeah. I think I just haven't seen, like, a scene with her in a bit.
How do, Doctor Who?
A chef has arrived. He's here to whip us up a batch of, cooked dream paste.
Ah. Alright, we should probably have to polish all the rings.
For some reason, I just had this dumb image in my head of, like, you start polishing a ring and whatever spirit's in it, it starts, like,
Make it nice and shiny.
scratching their neck the way a dog does when it's getting pet.
You take excellent care of the ring.
I do not know how long a row takes in knitting, Doc. But I am assuming that's good by your exclamation points. And I wish you good knitting.
That scarf is A, quite long, and B, he's been working on it for a few years.
Your cleaning skills are impressive.
God, I love scarves.
66 wide, 2,000 rows long.
Dear God. Wait, so is it a perfect 66 by 66 right now?
Handle that gently.
No, I think it's wait, is that 2,000 rows?
That's how much he's got left. Sorry.
With pride.
Wrong way of thinking that. How much he's got left is a perfect 66 by 66.
Yeah, that is what he said. So much excellent. He said it's going to be 16-ish feet long when it's done.
Dear God.
Which means it's probably about 16-ish feet long right now.
Yeah. But no, scarves are great. They hit that sweet spot of the point between utility and fashion.
You're doing the work. You put great
You can have a nice looking scarf that is also a nice cozy scarf. I have one. It's great. I love it.
I'm just thinking of that one meme, the guy's about to hang up a poster saying, "Lost cat, please call." And then he finds another poster that says, have you seen your cat? I found him. I love him. He's mine.
He's mine now. By the way, don't do that to people. Ugh. If you know you have someone else's pet and you keep it, you are a bad person.
Make it sparkle.
This is true.
Obviously, there's exemptions for if you know they're abusing the pet and you're rescuing it. But if it's someone who, like, actually loves their pet and just wants their cat back, what the fuck, bro?
Yep. But what if I wanted to try to live out a Greek tragedy in which I and my hubris raise someone else's child?
No.
Oh, okay.
Bad storm. I look forward to the finished product. Thanks a lot.
No Lysistrata for me, then.
Alright. Quit the polish.
Could you clean that up? You worked hard. I'll repay you in battle.
Gaia's Hortensio, right? Yeah.
This ring is filthy.
That's right, yeah, it's based on the Fourth Doctor's scarf.
Work of that.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Doctor Who is the BBC equivalent to One Piece. I want to get into it, but oh god, it's so long!
This is true.
Sorry about the hassle.
Yeah, apparently the first episode I ever saw of Doctor Who was one of the more infamous ones in the fandom, I guess? Which, for those who know Doctor Who, I guess if you know, you know when I say, "Are you my mummy?"
You did a wonderful job.
Nermetia, no. One Piece makes perfect sense once you've read it.
Yep, it looks like I triggered, a few people.
That should help.
Quite
I've
good.
never actually watched a Doctor Who episode, but because something about my YouTube feed just wants me to watch Doctor Who clips.
It definitely strikes me as your kind of fantasy. It's... What would I call it? I mean, sci-fi, fantasy, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely got that... I'm not going to say the same kind of humor, but it's in that same vein as almost like... what's it called? Bakano, where it's like... Of course that just happened, but then also suddenly super serious at one moment. Yeah. And then suddenly super goofy at another. Of course, that might just be the episodes I've seen.
Ramshackle, that is concerning. Please fix your Apple autocorrect. Also, stop using Apple products.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into the details of why I dislike Apple, but I wish you to know that I am definitely an Apple hater.
Strangely enough, one of the things Rale and I actually agree on. Now, I do understand that some people are, like, blocked into Apple because their business is, like, uses some product that only Apple makes or something, but... yeah, in general, I am not an Apple fan.
Doc, do not give Storm credit. Bakano is the best anime of all time and my favorite anime. That is my thing!
Yeah, no, I was comparing it to that because, well, I very much do like Bakano. Yeah, it's one of Rale's favorite animes.
It is flat out my favorite anime, like, not even a question.
Yeah.
Me and Fox have considered cosplaying Isaac and Miriam before.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good, and nobody ever watches it, and it saddens me.
Yeah, I had one of those, what would I call them? One of the deep weebs back when show me it, and I was like, it's actually pretty neat.
I mean, I'll watch anything that was written by Naruto. Bakano, Durarara, Dead Mount Death Play.
Yeah, it was because I had a story idea that I expressed to this friend, and he's like, that kind of sounds like Bakano. Do you want to watch it? And I'm like, sure. The idea was somebody who had become immortal via alchemy, but they were stuck doing, like, smuggling jobs. And so it was basically an immortal bootlegger. During the 20s.
So the problem is Bakano is now old enough that the only streaming service that carries it only carries it in Italy.
Huh.
Yeah. Otherwise, you gotta get the D... Yeah.
Or... I mean, there's other ways, but we don't talk about those on stream.
Yeah, no. Bakano does not have the fan base it deserves. Like, the people who have seen it, like, fucking love it, but it never got very much traction with people knowing about it. I don't think I've ever met someone who's watched all of Bakano and doesn't like it.
Yeah. I think part of it is, it's on the short side, which means that major, like, cable providers, back when cable was still important, didn't pick it up.
Oh, yeah.
And so you think about, like, One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, like, the anime that had cable TV cred.
Okay.
Well, it was because they were all long enough that you could at least have a full season, parentheses, about 26 episodes.
Real quick, Storm. I need you to fill in for Andy, but I need you to do a metal scream for this. Are you ready? Mistimed, but it's okay.
Yeah, sorry, I was watching the Twitch stream. Yeah, On that note, that was probably one of the lower end screams because I usually have something milky before I start doing death metal. So I have the phlegm to gargle against.
Honestly, the scream barely came through. It was just kind of like the mic rumbled, and you can tell something's happening, but not what.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that if I did my full death metal roar, it would probably just clip out entirely.
Doc, if that is the the Bacano opening, if you like the Cowboy Bebop opening, you will love the Bacano opening, because honestly, it's better.
And remember, the Black Pants Legion only endorses very completely legal methods of acquiring what you acquire.
I cannot believe how much time I spent hiking in the woods to find that view. But to hear your
Was so used to spamming A, I forgot to let the cutscene play.
Makes it all worth it.
Finding beautiful things, then sharing them with friends who would never see them otherwise?
Now, whose ring is Sensopai now?
I can't wait.
So Sensopai is their own ring.
Sweet of you to say. But if you're expecting more...
Yeah, so they can, but whenever they die, they'll just kind of go into the ring too.
But it's a tough hike. It would definitely help to have a buddy.
It's an all-female jazz band. I did not know that, Doc.
Great. Thanks so much.
Also, I will state that the joy of Bacano and most Naruto stuff in general is Naruto is the god king of ensemble casts. You will find a character in the cast that you fucking love.
Yes.
I'm of the opinion that the Rale Tracer is one of the best character reveals in all of anime and honestly all of media.
He was, in fact, my favorite character in that entire thing.
Just the, oh lord, pants have been shid, he coming. Yes, do not advocate or talk about illegal activities on stream or in chat, please and thank you. There's a reason why I do this, to show I am on my actual Switch. We are full legal, I just have a capture card.
Yes.
It is true.
Oh wow, I'm so used to not seeing him without his armor.
Oh, right? Some of the characters just have flat-out better outfits out of their armor. My personal favorite example is Vale. Let's go to the clothing shop so we can stare at some nice fancy clothes for a little bit. Okay, so we've got main character
in an age of
outfit, but their base outfit is this.
Yes. In an age of medieval princes, I wear a tank top.
Also, for those who don't know, the glasses were added by me. Normally not a thing.
Cute nerd girl power.
Yeah, you can get a couple different outfits. I don't even have them all unlocked. Look at that fucking scarf. Cozy and fashionable. Doesn't fit with main character just because that fucking hair is so hard to get good clothes to line up with. Then swimsuit, Japanese cook outfit, the onesie for the furry outfit, and then the workout clothes. So this is Alfred's base outfit without his armor. Actually really good. Alcris, which is also really fucking good. Also speaks to his character, where he's like, he's the kind of a dutiful prince on the outside, but he's his sad blue boy on the inside. And then Ivy's outfit. See how much nicer this is without that stupid fucking face disc thing that she has?
Hmm. Oh, very almost nun-like.
Yeah. And then you've got Diamant, who, like his brother, the kingdom's closed on the outside, but on the inside, he is also what he appears to be on the outside.
Yes.
He is a boy who wears his heart on his sleeve. I love, like, character concepts being reflected in their clothing design. That's always nice.
Yep.
Hortensia, I fucking hate her hair. So much. Rest of the outfit's actually pretty good. I'm generally not a big tutu fan as far as skirts go, but it works in this case. The hair ruins it for me.
Yes.
Celine, number one, oh god, that hair is... I can't even imagine the nightmare that would be. Two, she is to butterflies and bows what belts are to Final Fantasy characters.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Nermetia. The drains she must clog. And actually, yes, Hortensia is meant to be Candy as a person. This one's meant to be, like, Tea Garden is her theme.
Diabetes, 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 Figaro.
Alright, Fagato. The, kinda...
He's the dancer, right?
No, he is the, prince who doesn't, reveal he's a prince immediately. So he's like the Aladdin, like... If you notice the details, you'll see that he's royalty, but his base outfit is kinda, you know, one step ahead of the law, man. You sleep tight, Doc. Have a beautiful time.
Yeah, we're getting Doc.
Tamara. My problem with Tamara is the ball fruit things on her outfit. The rest of her outfit, fucking great. I'm big on side split skirts, like, yes, please. But the balls ruin it for me. I could deal with the belt ones. That's just a silly belt. It's the wrist thing she's got there.
Yes.
Also, I was originally not a big fan of, like, the side tilted ponytails. Until I had hair that long myself, I was like, oh, yeah, no. No, sometimes you need that tilt to the side to take pressure.
Hair can actually have weight.
Yep. Sea-Doll in his dancer's outfit. Well, he is the dancer, which, yeah, clothes make sense. They're dancer clothes, he just happens to have the coat on right now. His outfit doesn't change that much. Rosado. This outfit. Side split skirt. Excellent top. Just a little splash of color with the pink and the purple. The literal only complaint I have here is the fucking hair horns. Everything else, 10 out of 10. Like, yes. Yes, please. Good sir. I love this fucking outfit on Anna. The fucking cozy little, for lack of a better term, jumper. Like, yes. This outfit is adorable. I love it. It looks cozy. Yes.
We need to have just like a character design fashion critique stream sometime.
Okay, so real quick, I'm going to bring up something real quick. With characters like Rosado, the reason why you will not hear me use Trap is because Trap is kind of a...
semi-pejorative-ish sort of thing.
It carries the implicit implication that they're lying about who they are to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're trying to trap you rather than they're just being themselves and dressing the way they want to dress.
Also, and I'm just making this as a joke, that's not a trap, that's an ambush. No.
No, German, it's common enough term and enough people don't know about it that I'm not going to get upsetty in my spaghetti about people still using the term, because it's just a common standard internet term. But
Yeah.
it's one of those things of I try to explain, like, so this is why you should probably try to use different language, because for people who are part of that, yeah, it's not a good internet term, but not everybody. I didn't know the background until just a couple years ago. So I tend to be like educate first of, okay, so this is why I prefer not to use that term, but I understand people not knowing about it beforehand. It's like women's pants.
Yeah.
Of people not communicating why something's an issue. So women's pants, this is a fun theory. Women's pants are the root of all relationship issues. Specifically, people who wear men's pants in the audience will know that if you know what pant size you wear, you can walk into any store, grab a pair of pants off the shelf, and walk out. They will fit. Also pockets Quinless, but it's not pockets in this case. Women's pants, every brand, and sometimes even different specific styles within that brand, are different size scales. So a 1 in one brand is a 3 in another, is a 12 in another. So they don't have a choice but to try stuff on. But we don't tell each other this. So, like, whenever me and my wife were younger, she's like, why do you never try your clothes on? How do you know they're gonna fit? And I'm like, why do you have to make me sit outside the dressing room while you try clothes on? Because we don't tell each other this stuff, because we're so used to it in our own lives that we don't realize that it's not a universal concept for people.
Yep.
Communication. It is important.
Yep.
I always love opening up that whole discussion with women's pants are the root of all relationship problems. Because it's just a great attention getter of like, what? What did you just say to me? Alright, Mavier. Looks good. Oh, hey, we have a new following. Thank you, Freak Guru. I hope I pronounced that right.
Yeah, welcome to WBPL 76, legally defined as entertainment. We are the streaming arm of the Black Pants Legion. Grimos, Night Owl. Hit those hashtags. Yeah.
Yeah, Mavier's outfit is good. It's kind of just... What's the word I'm looking for? Drab's not the right word. Like, mellow. It's mellow like he is.
Mm-hmm. Well, in a way, and, you know, this is sort of a byproduct of the setting, he's dressed like someone who's part of the serving or protecting, like, group. He's like a retainer, whereas the others are various shades of nobles, so they're dressed a lot more flamboyantly.
Which, to be fair, is his role.
Yeah, he's a knight protector.
Yeah, specifically to Vale, which, oh my god, I wish she could wear this outfit all the time. This is such a better outfit. This is such a nice outfit. Look at it. Fucking adorable. The only thing I could possibly complain about is that headpiece, but that blends in enough with her hair that it's not really an issue. Also, I just realized her hair is black and white because the good side and the evil side. Son of a bitch! And it's also because she's the sister to main character powers. Saphir? Yes. Yes to this whole outfit. Like... And another! We have been followed again by a flammable pig! An Embor!
Wow! Oh. fire.
Storm, you know that's a Pokemon, right? Like Emboar.
Yes, I know.
Okay, I was making sure.
Flammable Pig 47. I could be wrong, but I feel like they might be a Total War player.
Let's see.
Take Pig.
Linden
Cover in tar and pitch.
So
Light on fire. Watch results. And another first-time chat. Welcome, Freak Guru.
So that wasn't a mod. Chronicle of the Sword and Soul Calibur 3. Okay, mode. Yeah, I do remember that. That was a very fun mode. I was never very good at Soul Calibur 3, so or any fighting game beyond Smash Brothers, and even that, my goodness, is dubious at best. But it was a very fun and interesting mode. Goldberry, sundress. I mean, I'm not going to be subtle about this. I fucking love sundresses. Like, they hit that sweet spot of, like, being comfy and also cute. And also, depending on how you pose it, it can get sexy. Like perfect clothing option. If I could pull off sundresses, I would wear sundresses IRL. I do not have the build to pull off sundresses, so I shall remain sundressless.
Yes.
Yunaka being a thief and assassin, and yet having this office lady outfit, which also, I do dig this outfit also. Little Willie, I have looked into getting a kilt. Like, honestly.
If I do get one, it's not going to be for another 60 pounds, because I keep having to buy new pants as I lose weight. Which is a good problem to have, but it's still a problem.
Good problems to have.
Yes.
Like, yeah, this outfit, like office lady, teacher, yeah. Generic schoolboy outfit for him. It's a good outfit. Look at this little man. Marin's outfit is great. The only, like, possible complaint is the wolf tail, which, given her character, makes sense, so. But I like the, actual shirt with the jacket over it. Oh, like, boots are almost knee-highs. Honestly, I don't know why I don't care for this outfit. I'm not sure what's not doing it for me.
It's kind of tacky.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm generally not a super big fan of, like, the whole stitch thing like she's got going on the skirt and on her mouth. It might be the stitches that's throwing me off on it. Funny thing is, she's a berserker. Ah. Meanwhile, Pandreo, oh look, a scarf. Yay, scarves. Also, I need to figure out how to get me that the belt that's like the actual useful belt, and then the loose belt also. That's a sword belt, isn't it? Like, that's the kind of belt that is? I don't know. I need to get me one of those, though.
That is... I've seen those before. That's kind of a Middle Eastern thing.
Yeah. And Bully Snake, I do not know if that's makeup or a Glasgow smile.
Oh, actually, okay, I'm looking at it, and yeah, the leather part is a sword belt. The blue part is the Middle Eastern thing.
Oh, yeah, no. Mind you, I like those also. Those are pretty dope, too.
Yeah.
When she comes from a desert country, so that tracks.
Yeah, like, some of the people at my synagogue wear those because the 4 tassels can be hung off of them.
Yeah. I don't care for... It's hard to see with the menu in the way. Actually. Oh, there we go. I don't care for the ankle showing and then the clasp tightening the pants at the bottom and then the normal shoes. but I tend to like billowy pants over like the ones that, what is the term I'm looking for? It's, oh no, the capris. I don't care for capris. Or anything close to capris. Eh, too far. Alright. Bonnet. Look, it's Fred from Scooby-Doo. It's all I can see. Outfit is generally good. Pants are a little weird being black with everything else, but that and the sash could probably be a different color. But otherwise, good outfit. I'm actually kind of digging the apron button-up shirt. Like, that's actually pretty cool, dope. I kind of want one of those. It's Fred meets Sanji. Come on, gang, we're gonna split up and search the mystery house for the One Piece.
Franji. Also, in what I've watched of One Piece thus far, like, kind of inevitably, Zoro's my favorite character, but Sanji is a very close second.
That's a lot of people. Sanji and Zoro are great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm just a sucker for the edgy samurai characters.
Yep. Have you gotten to Zoro's, have you gotten past Thriller Bark yet?
Not yet. No, I got distracted, so I think I actually haven't watched it in about a year. I need to get back to it.
I mean, we haven't watched anime together since...
before the meetup.
Yeah, before the meetup. God, we need to do anime nights again.
Yeah, no, I keep trying to kind of get it started, but I keep getting distracted with work.
Yeah, everyone's been busy.
But yeah, no, the last episode I saw, I just met, his older brother, Luffy's older brother.
Ah, okay, I know where you're at.
So I'm back on the crocodile arc.
Yeah. German Usopp? Usopp is a fun character when you get into the details on him. He's initially comes off as really annoying, but he's fun because you realize he's actually, like, strong. But because of who his crewmates are, he comes off as weak. Like, Usopp could absolutely dunk on any normal Marine any day of the week, no problem. Not even effort for him. But because his allies are Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy, he's in a lot of ways the straight man to those three. As for this outfit, I like this outfit. Side split skirt. Even with the underskirt, it still works. I like this tied sash. I like the short jacket with the dress. Like, yeah. Good outfit. Also braids. Fox does that, the single braid, with the rest of her hair being long, and that does things for me. Next up, I like this outfit. It's cute. I like the hoodie with the little Scottish cap. Like, this is a good outfit. Also, thigh-high socks. Anybody who has not worn thigh-high socks, wear thigh-high socks at some point. It's cozy as fuck. This is just to generalize a good, stylish outfit. Yes, also braids. Big on braids. Zelkov. Belts! Belts for days! He wants to be in the next Final Fantasy game. He's got so many belts. Vests are dope. Vest with a cravat is also dope. Yeah, other than the belts, the rest of this outfit is great.
Yes.
Kagetsu is in classic Japanese style. I don't care for the undershirts in Japanese, like the Japanese, but the overshort, the gold, black, and white one that he's got, those I like.
Tired German says, I already work in IT. I don't need to feed the stereotype any further with programmer socks.
No, bro, German, you need to feed the stereotype. Also, you don't need to get like the real tight socks. Get like a thick pair of wool socks for the winter. Means you don't have to wear like the long underwear.
Actually, that reminds me, that outfit right there, apart from the very samurai chic,
Yeah.
The name Onigiri, like, when it was explained to me, the thing about all of Zoro's attack names is that
Oh, yeah.
they're all words that could sound really edgy, but they're also all words that could turn out to just be food.
Yeah.
So, like, Ogre Breaker is also donut.
Oh.
Well, rice ball, but...
Yeah. This outfit, I think it's a bodice. The thing around her, like stomach area. I don't care for that. Suspenders are dope. Not everybody can pull off suspenders. She makes it work. Boots are good. Go right up to under the knees. Nice boots. Look like they would take forever to put on, but some boots are just like that. I don't know what the little tie thing is called, but that looks good. It doesn't particularly work with her hair, but if you're going to do... Oh, that's the issue. The ponytail is too high, but otherwise the ponytail with the two side bits, if you can pull that off and it not look silly, best way to have a ponytail. Flat out. I'm stalling trying to do the plot because I want Whacker and Andy to be here for it. Also, I'm actually enjoying this.
Yes.
This whole outfit is yes. Is that a fucking alpaca? He has an alpaca or a llama, one of the two. Yeah. You've got a jacket, you've got a nice wool-looking hoodie. You've got a splash of color with the undershirt. The boots are the kind with the fluff on top. Boots with the fur! With the fur. Na, 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 na.
Yes.
Alright. See, I wish Celine, the butterfly and bows girl, had this outfit. This is how you do a fancy tea party outfit. Also, this is how you do frills. I normally am not a big fan of frills, but that single line of frills down each arm that doesn't get in the way, yes, that's what you do. She's also got the nice tiara, one big bow. Yes, this whole outfit is yes. And then you've got the neck bow that adds a bit of dark color to the rest of the outfit. No notes. Also no notes. Look at this man!
He is, broad-shouldered. Well, by this game's standards.
Look, simple and clean. Just enough accessorizing without being gaudy. Absolutely.
Ballistic says, if you stall for too long, this will turn into Smasher Pass, won't it?
I am actually just talking about the clothes. Like, I'm trying to modulate my language to make it clear that this is not I want Boucheron here to fold me like a chair. I actually enjoy the clothes of this. But because people all of us associate clothes with attractiveness so much, it's hard to create that disconnect. I am trying to create that disconnect verbally, because that is what I'm actually doing, is I am focused on the clothes. Can you tell she's wealthy? I actually dig this outfit. Like the single feather in the hair. Yeah. Yeah.
It almost looks like the cold weather outfit from Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Or has that...
Dress with a jacket, as mentioned before. The double belt. It's actually more than a double belt, but... if you're going to be rich and dress with, the really high-end jewelry, this is how you do it. Fashionable shaman. Yeah. Oh my god, Silicon Soul. Disconnect a senpai. Ooh.
Wow.
Also, Bully Snake, I need you to provide the full statement for the Smash or Pass. I did Smash or Pass adult characters confirmed to be 20 years or older for Pokemon. Thank you very much.
Lord Grimo says Rale disengage.
Disengage. Also, really good outfit. The apron is good. I like the apron. Little satchel. I'm generally not that big a fan of purses, but the little satchel style purse like this, yeah.
Yes.
Now, reiterate this: the splash of dark color with the neck bit, and the rest of the outfit being mostly light, except for the underskirt. Yes, yes, yes. Poke the rail. Ha ha ha. I'm so triggered right now.
Suddenly, it activates your devil trigger.
No.
You begin throwing flashy clothing at everyone.
Clan's outfit, also really good. The thing I like about Clan and Fram is they nail that modern fashionable. Like, comfy hoodie, little bit of plaid design down there under the bottom, one braid, yes. The shorts, it's weird having the shorts with the rest of the outfit seeming to be weather clothes, like with the boots and everything. But it works with this. It's like a fall weather, like it's not warm, it's not cold enough to put on full pants, but I need to throw a hoodie over it.
Also, I just found a picture that is like so wholesome that it actually hurts a little bit.
Oh no.
Rengoku from Demon Slayer, keeping a scared Charmander out of the rain.
Nice. Fancy outfit. Prime example for suits look good on everybody. Like, yes. There is a reason suits have stayed in fashion for literally hundreds of years. Like, yes. And here's prime example. Everybody looks good in it. Like, you have to have an ill-fitting suit for a suit to look bad. If you have a properly fitted suit, it will look good. Vander. This, but more. Yeah, I don't really have much notes for Vander. It's more suit. And you can't really go wrong with more suit beyond it being gauche for the particular thing you're at. And we have made it through the character list. Also, this is Alir's, or main Sensei's, original outfit. I don't care for it. I don't care for the bodysuit style clothes, which is why I have her in the training wear most of the time.
Yep.
Because her hair makes any other outfit basically impossible.
Also, I've just found my favorite phrase of all time. Tea is just pompous water.
Oof. Also, since Whacker's not here, the hair pisses me off also. In part because the split in color makes it damn impossible to find good clothes for her. But I will never admit that in front of Whacker. Alright. Let's go do some actual gameplay. Alright. Wait for the map to do all its updating. Okay, this is Paralog, Garden of Memories. What does it say? Mysterious ring is enshrined in a place that feels similar to the Lethos Castle Gardens. So... yeah, apparently plot. Or... not... Alright, let's see what else we got. Because now we're moving real close to the end game and should be getting all the side quest stuff done.
Paralog. Either of a pair of genes derived from the same ancestral gene.
What?
Noun. Whereas I thought it would be like the side version of the prologue and the epilogue.
Or like, yeah, like a story going in the same, like, to the side of the main story.
Yeah.
In parallel. It's probably what they were going for. It's entirely possible it's a made-up word.
Well, no, I'm looking up paralog online, and apparently it's either of two genes that are descended from an ancestral gene.
Where are
Science
we?
is weird.
Gebel Castle. At least that's what it looks like.
Someplace you've been?
Yeah. It's near the border between the nations of Crimea and Gallia. Interesting that this place is where we'll have our trial.
Trial?
We
Oh,
were
I know
pursued
what
here by
happened at
forces
this
from
point.
The Kingdom of Dayan. They laid siege, trapping us. Our escape was cut off. The strength of their forces was overwhelming. My father had died, and I'd taken up his role as leader of the Grail mercenaries. And this is where I met my first great trial.
That sounds rough. What did you do?
I fought to protect my sister and the Grail mercenaries. If you found yourself in the same situation, what would you do?
I'd like to think I would also fight. I don't want anyone I care about to be harmed.
And I believe you would fight well. So show me how you would defend those near to you. No words now, only deeds.
A trial? You want me to fight you?
If you win this fight,
I said no words!
become even stronger.
Understood. I won't lose.
That's the spirit. Now, let's begin.
Alright, real quick, I've drank just short of 40 ounces of tea since the stream began, so I am going to run to the bathroom real quick. Storm, entertain the folks.
Alright, well, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, we have these discounts! That's right, you can buy Night Owl's Hand in Marriage for only $99.22. Additionally, we will, make Lord Grimo stand in the middle of an alley for one day so you can all poke fun at him and say silly things. For only $22.33. Ha! Sold to Little Wiley. Oh, I could hear him, like, polishing his gun right now. Additionally, if you ever feel like you need a good poking, perhaps as a kind of back massage, we have a bully snake here for only $17.42 virgins to be sacrificed to a dragon. No, for the glue factory comes at the end. I am just at the beginning of my reign of terror. Okay, so while Rale's gone, let's all secretly plot against him. The first goal is we're going to dye his hair a very garish shade of green. That isn't kosher, tired German. Nirmataya is a man of culture. He knows of chartreuse as well. The drawing of phalluses upon the forehead is a last resort. We want to be classy first, but we will do it if we have to.
I return.
Bad news, Rale. We've decided by democratic vote that your hair needs to be dyed chartreuse now.
No.
The people have spoken.
I don't dye my hair.
Then your hair will die.
Ugh, okay, why is chat talking about phalluses? Storm, what did you say that got Night Owl, of all people, to talk about phalluses?
We were discussing, how to redesign your own fashions, in your absence. How we would dress you if you were the video game character. To be fair, I didn't bring up the phalluses. That just sort of happened.
At some point, I will get to play a game where I can customize clothes, and y'all are gonna see some shit.
Yes. I will admit that probably one of the most strangely satisfying things in Helldivers is getting to play Barbie with your Helldiver.
Okay, unit selection first. I'll do this because I'm... Slain is less useful. I want to see Brianna in action.
I will be right back. I must, destroy the porcelain throne.
How dare. Yeah, we'll roll with this team. Make sure we've got at least one person capable of tanking on each side.
Well, help you.
Yeah, send main character down. Okay. The plan is planned. You can't tell me no scarves and no vests.
Give me your best.
Alright.
I'm ready.
Let's go sit there.
Understood.
Oh yeah, these guys come down from there. Okay.
I can fight. Don't worry. Ciao. I smell gold.
Devoted to you.
Okay.
I'll protect you.
victory was mine. I am the Divine Dragon. I had to stop you.
Little Lily, look. Whenever I pull up a game that allows me to choose my own clothing, I always have to investigate. I apologize for nothing.
Me first.
I'm very proud of that one.
First one's free! From me to you! Come on! Looks like I win!
Yeah, that's the plan. Okay, engage.
I'm sorry you're stuck with me.
Pip, pip, everything is within range. This one. You need to not.
By my hand! I see you! I need to get stronger until no one can beat me.
Right, next up. Let's do this way, keep her in a safe area. Both armored dudes.
Unforgivable.
This will hurt.
Oh, he dead.
I had to stop you.
I return a few pounds lighter.
Oh, dear God, Storm, why? Yeet. And delete.
Alrighty.
You were a good fight.
Right. Nope, that. Yeah, that's good enough odds to hit to be worth. So I don't know if this Fire Emblem game does it, but I did find out that how few Fire Emblem games work their percentages is that you have your percent chance to hit, right? And what it does is it rolls 2 D100s, and then it takes the average. And if the average is over that percent chance to hit, then you miss. And so it causes, when you have above a 50% chance to hit, you're actually more likely to hit. And when you have a below, you're actually more likely to miss.
I feel great.
And that's a level up for Hortensia. She's almost at her level cap. Whatever will I do?
That's how a princess does it.
Sassy. And Halberdy.
I was about to ask if you just returned and then immediately died or something, because you were being very quiet for a moment there.
I was writing a message for modding purposes.
Ah.
But yes, I exist. I exist to make hate. Also, Rale, I have about 30 minutes left, so I'll be having to leave stream a little early.
Yep, that is fine. Such is life. Much sadness in Latvia.
For I have a student today.
Oh?
Yes, one of my students is taking private lessons with me.
Ah.
I am instructing him through the ways of operating various recording equipment.
Nice. Do you feel proud of yourself?
Yes.
Good, because you should.
I'll help.
I'm currently sort of in cahoots with his singing instructor, because he basically just discovered that he could sing.
Oh.
He's a freshman, so like he's very new at this. And I'm like, not only can he sing, but he actually seems to have the songwriter's gene as well, so we're kind of trying to turn him into a singer-songwriter.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense to me. Alright. I apply sword.
I'm not afraid anymore.
Whip, whip, potato chip. Alright, and... okay, that whole side of the map's just cleared out. So we're gonna head this way. We can do the same over here if we just...
A blue gentleman has arrived. Wait, no, that was a few minutes ago.
Yeah, he was there. He's been there for a while. Yeah, that was... Oh, you weren't here for that. Sometime whenever I get the options to customize my clothing in a game, I have to investigate. Also, that reminds me, who's ready for today's dad joke of the day?
I suppose I am.
What do you call a T-Rex that's been beaten up?
What?
Dinosaur.
Or, to quote Parallax, "What did you just say to me?"
Oh, there was
I'm not trying to exploit the innocent. Rale is anything but.
Is my chat not updating properly? It was not. Well, I may be younger than Storm. Oh, wait, you're talking about his student. I thought you were talking about me, and I was very confused for a moment. Like, I might be younger than him, but I am not really young or innocent at this point.
I'm not that innocent.
Actually, to be fair, I've never even had, like, a driving ticket.
Yeah.
Been pulled over. Never gotten a ticket.
I've had a couple tickets over the, 20 years I've been driving, but... yeah.
Uh-oh.
I've never had anything beyond that. Well, except that one time I tried to throw over a third world government, but... we're not getting into the past. But no, the student, he sought me out. He wants to learn these things. And besides, he's not the one I'm exploiting, that's the intern.
The fact that you have an intern.
Yep.
So Storm, if your business does well enough and I finish my degree, you'll let me be like the head of finance for your business, right? That sounds
well, the thing is we have a finance guy now.
Fuck! I was too slow.
Our sort of angel investor kind of was of the opinion of you guys are amazing sound engineers and you don't know shit about business. And we're like, this is true. And so he sort of decided, well, I'm going to help you with all the business math shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's also the guy that got me the job at the school, so sort of a type A recruiter personality.
Mm-hmm.
Exploit me, senpai!
Look, at least I know Storm Song would probably give me insurance.
Or at least I would try to. We're still very much in that,
yeah.
New business getting its feet under it kind of state.
Yeah. Well, I've got at least another 2 years before I actually properly finish my degree. I'll have my associates at the end of this semester, though.
Yep. And here's the hope that at the end of the month, if our accountant dude can make certain magic happen, we might be able to actually get 2 years worth of starting capital.
Hmm.
At which point we'd be able to actually set up a physical location that isn't
studio.
that isn't in a residential area. Yeah. Because, we have everything a studio needs except for visibility.
Yeah.
We were looking for a studio location for a while, what kind of, land was available, to either rent or own kind of stuff. And, strangely enough, and it was just one of those, no, but also funny kind of situations that one of the few things that actually perfectly fit all of our, credentials or criteria was a closed down Arby's.
Ah!
And so the joke somebody made in the aux was you should just say The name of your studio. We have the beat.
I'm strong after all.
We've got the beat. We've got the beat. We've got the beat. Yeah!
We got the meat.
But my big things would be make sure you have a private bathroom. And make sure you've got at least one room that's like a back room that isn't open client side. Which
Yeah, no,
should be obvious, but I've seen people not have that before.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, bathroom, office, waiting room, mixing room, mastering room, recording room, which will also function as a photography room, and storage closet for the server, and storage closet for equipment. Oh, and workshop for repairing equipment.
Yeah.
Or building new equipment.
So with an actual proper studio, does that mean you'll be doing more music for everybody?
That's the hope. If I can make this work, then basically I get to actually sound engineer, 40 to 50 hours a week rather than like 20 to 30.
Nice.
Because at the moment I'm still very much in the gig economy.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's been working, so I'm thankful for that. But it would be nice to make one of these things become stable.
Yeah. That's always... that's why Fox is leaving her job.
Yes.
Well, because she has to have her contract extended like every 6 months or something, and it's just not stable because she never knows if it's actually going to extend. So we're like, well, it's ending this time, and it's ending for realsies, and she doesn't want to have to apply for another similar job, so she was applying for different jobs.
And I am getting to learn 2 languages over the next year. Granted that one of them's a programming language, but... because that ties into it. So I'm beginning to do my, actual learning Hebrew. Because, since I'm a convert, actually being able to do my bar mitzvah would be... it's something I want to do before our elder rabbi passes, and I don't think he's going to pass anytime soon, but with his health, it's
better to do it before it becomes a problem.
So I've started on learning Hebrew, and then I need to learn Python to start on my doctorate, because I'll be starting on my doctorate in about 1.5 years.
Okay, he's got 2 health bars, so we need to double tap him.
As to the question, WBPL have a game suggestion thread in the Ox. I'll ask Diggs about that. I think one of the things is that most of the suggestions have been by word of mouth.
Yeah.
And a lot of it just comes down to the taste and or objective of the streamer. So Rale here does Nintendo only, I do story-oriented games. But it just depends on the taste of the streamer as well.
Yeah. We're generally mostly all left to our devices, our own devices, as long as we don't stream anything too bad.
Yep. So, I could see a suggestion thread that it would only ever be a suggestion thread. I don't think it could be a request thread.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone would want it to be, for that matter. But, yeah, no, bare minimum, you can always reach out to the streamer and offer a suggestion.
Yeah. I think most of us ask, what people want to see when we get near the end of a game.
For example...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. For example, Night Owl's been pestering me to do Persona for a while, and I'm like, I will do Persona.
Yeah.
Part of that's because I had started Persona 5 on the abs, and then the abs slowly shut down, and I was super busy at that time.
Because not everybody's like me and has a backlog of a whole-ass console to stream.
Yes.
In my case, it's more just what order am I going to do these in. I think after Metroid Dread, we're finally going to start the Xenoblade games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's going to be a while, because that's
Great work.
3 or 4 games.
Well.
Thank you.
And they are long-ass RPGs.
Fighting's going to get more intense. It's important to remember that you're a leader, and you must not give in to the pressure. In this war, there can be no retreat.
You're right. If we run away,
the world will be covered in darkness. But I worry that fighting this hard may be too much for everyone. Or too much for me.
There are people who need your help. Don't worry. You're more than capable. And when
Yeah, Aiden is the new Mav. He's the new... one of the new punching bags.
I'll hold your words in my heart.
Don't worry. If it looks like you've forgotten it, I'll be there to remind you.
You'll be by my side?
I want to do a stream at some point that's just like...
Thank you, Ike.
me, Squick, Aiden, and Cocainium Rob. And then, like, just pick one of the more sedate Legionnaires, like, Everyday Eeyore. And Eeyore has to, like, ask us legitimate questions like it's a talk show. And then the four of us just lose our goddamn minds trying to answer them. And just have him be like, this is my life. Funny thing about Eeyore is for the longest time I thought he was, like, actually depressed all the time, and I realized, no, that's just his delivery.
Yeah.
He is a wonderful guy.
I mean, there's a couple people in the Legion who, like, once I saw their face and saw them talk in person, I'm like, oh, their voice just kind of comes off as monotone, but they're actually very nice and happy people.
Yep.
Ah.
Like, for a while I thought Commissar Jake didn't like me, and then I realized, no, he's just English. Or, sorry, British. He's Scottish, I believe.
I'm pretty sure British is also not Scottish, Storm.
I thought I said English.
You said both, and neither of those is correct.
Listen to this.
Scotland!
Scots are British.
Who hurt you? Trick question, it was the English.
Well.
Yes. Then I was just stumbling over my words. My brain is subpar right now. And don't anyone dare say, how is that different than usual, you little rat bastards.
I mean, to be fair, I know just about enough about most other cultures to piss people off.
Well done.
Ah, a proper American.
And not like my ignorance angers them, it's I know the stupid shit to say to piss them off.
Yes. Yes.
It's like, one of my favorite ones is someone says they're from England and you ask, oh, what part of London?
Also, screw you, little Wiley. You're mean.
Ah.
I mean, I can do it for Americans, too.
Probably.
Let's see. Kansas's discount Arkansas.
I have no horse in that particular race.
See, I can't do you, Storm, without doxing you. That's not fair.
People already know I live in Colorado. I'm pretty open about that.
Wait, but how can you live in Colorado? You're not a giraffe. It's an old meme, but it checks out.
Yep.
Okay,
Speaking of giraffes, the ones at our local zoo are particularly violent, and I love it.
Kansas is discount. No, Missouri is the worst. Ugh. I mean, Kansas is also a shithole. You're just comparing two different shades of turd. They're both turds.
And if you're not careful, they might be turgid.
looking at me like that?
Are you really okay?
I really am. I mean, it was strange. Taking corrupted form and waking up from that. But I'm fine now. And it's all thanks to you, Vale.
I'm relieved. I also wanted to apologize for everything I've done. Everything I did in the past. So many people died. And it's because of me. I was too weak. It's my fault they're dead. I know I can't be forgiven. Not completely. But if you could, even just a little, I'm so sorry.
Oh, Vale. It wasn't your fault. The fell dragon was
Mercury?
controlling. He's to blame, not you. You say you're
I have
weak,
been to
but it was
Kansas
your
plenty of
strength
times.
that
There is
freed
no
you from
civilized
him.
part of Kansas.
That's impressive.
Thank you. I'll get stronger too. Like I said before.
The difference between
wanna be a
areas as
dragon like
Kansas
you.
is corn,
Ready to save
yes
the
or
world.
no.
And I'll do everything in my power to make that happen.
On the scale of 1 to corn, corn.
You'll help me?
Absolutely. That's what a big sister is for. I'll do anything I can to help you. It's the least I can do to make up for not being around. Don't worry. I'm right beside you, little sister. We can do this together.
Yes, we can.
Kansas is so bad, Kansas City won't even admit that it's partially in that state. It fled to Missouri. Okay, Mercury. I'm gonna tell you right now, what you call a hill is a slight bump. I grew up in Wyoming, and I was offended at what people call hills in Kansas and Missouri. Your hills are not alive with the sound of music.
Farmageddon. Glorious.
Oh, fun fact we were talking about earlier in another chat. Farm Simulator is actually used by agriculture schools to teach.
I've heard this.
Yeah, it is actually it is that close to accurate that it's a valuable teaching tool. Okay, I just had a dumb idea. Make a list of all the states, and then we have to go down the list and say one nice thing and one mean thing about every state. I mean, Missouri has a mountain. You can ski on it and everything. A mountain. I need to stress the not mountains, a mountain. Just one.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I can say nice things and one nice thing, one mean thing about states. To start with Missouri, nice thing. Oh my god, the state parks in Missouri. Whatever kind of, like, state park activity you want to do, like, whatever kind of terrain you want to hike, you can find it in Missouri. You want to go through a bayou, you want to go through a swamp, you want to go through a mountain, you want to go through the woods, you want to go through a goddamn desert, you can find it in Missouri. It's great.
Yeah.
The only real worry, if you go to anywhere in the Ozarks, do not knock on people's doors who live outside in the middle of nowhere. That's where the people live who will answer the door with a shotgun blast through the door and then open it.
If you come here to Colorado, you will find that it is a very beautiful place. You will also find that it is dry.
Yeah. The bad thing about Missouri is there are plenty of... a very large portion of the states are the you best go back the way you came folks, and not the haha funny meme kind.
Yes.
Let's see, Wyoming? Wyoming is also just goddamn beautiful once you get out into the nature. The problem with Wyoming is, oh god, the cost of everything. There's a reason my family left. And it was because everything was too expensive.
Yes.
Oh god, Samurai, Colorado is sneaky. You think you're still in Kansas until you're halfway to Denver.
Indeed. One half of the land is flat plains, until it suddenly gets like little rolly hills, and then suddenly mountain range. Also forests.
Bully Snake, Oklahoma, I can actually do 2 for 1. Both the best and worst thing about Oklahoma is the toll roads, in that every Oklahoma toll road I've been has been amazing. It's always well surfaced, there's very little traffic, it's always clean, it's a nice smooth ride all the way through the state. If you get off the toll road, prepare yourself to get vibrated into the oblivion.
Is there something I can do?
Yeah. And
I
mind
can't
you,
remember which one is Saphir.
Saphir? She is older lady from Diamant and Alcris country.
Okay.
If they have a gemstone type name, then they're from that country.
Okay. Sensible.
Yeah, she's warrior, big axe lady.
Combat grandma.
Night Owl, we died for a tiny moment. Just a little bit. You can have a little death.
I'm Lady Anna, the mysterious merchant.
I will state though, as much as Oklahoma's off the toll roads are terrible, oh god, the second we got from Oklahoma to Texas, it was immediately drastically worse, both road conditions and traffic. Ugh. On the long list of reasons for fuck driving through Texas. That state is too goddamn big.
Although I did actually enjoy the drive through Texas when I made it 2 years ago, but yeah, it can... Depends on the direction you're coming from, me wonders.
Maybe.
You can call me Lady Anna.
Although there was that one stretch of land for about 30 minutes, and it took me a few minutes to realize what was going on, but I was like, am I smelling like fucking rotten eggs or something? And then I realized, This is the gas plains. This is where they harvest all that natural gas.
Okay, Mo, Dallas traffic sucks, but is not the worst traffic. The worst traffic in the entirety of the United States, by far, king shit champion of Dickhole Mountain, Atlanta, Georgia.
Thanks for stopping by.
I have driven near Times Square in New York. I would rather do that again than ever drive anywhere near Atlanta ever again.
My loss, but your gain.
Also, check it off your bingo cards. Rale complains about Atlanta, Georgia traffic again.
Yes.
All right. Do. Another one bites the dust. To make sure, Storm, is it about time for you to go, or
2 minutes.
2 minutes? We have 2 more minutes of Storm. Anybody have anything they want to say to Storm? Now's your chance.
Indeed. I am the songiest of storms. Let's see.
I do need a couple more. Well, I need to.
Well, yeah, I don't have, Crispy or Whacker being like, let's irritate the hell out of this snake and whacking me with a stick.
Right?
Oh, yes. I will send them to you, Mo. Goat and I are beginning to work on that as we speak as well. And I am going to pull various people for helping sing that song. Singly.
Today has actually been a pretty pretty good example. I just stopped myself from saying exemplus. Today has been a pretty good example of people who act different depending on who they're around. Which, mind you, everybody does that to some degree. Like, it was a very different stream before you got here, Storm.
Indeed.
I was getting staff.
I thank you.
Yes, I just sent it to you, Mr. Okay, Mo. Yes. Alright, before I go here, I'm gonna send him a link, for it is linky to do so.
Okay, I need to sell some stuff, because dear lord.
Alright then, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I must be away.
No, have a beautiful time, Storm.
Indeed, you as well. Sorry, yawn. Dream of large women, and, never forget, Chocobo bacon is the best bacon. Yeah.
And there he goes, folks. Returned from whence he came.
I thank you.
Alright.
Do come again.
Just forgot to put the ring back on Tamara.
My turn?
Alright. Burf. Herf burfle. Alright. I think it's about time to do some DLC. Not this one. This way. I'm on a boat. Some of the best rings are hidden behind these DLCs. And Night Owl, if you want to join, you can.
The island south of Fierne. I definitely feel
But I've only got about a half an hour left, so I wasn't gonna worry too much about it.
With a bracelet resting on top of it. Must be the emblem inside I'm sensing. Yes, I feel it now.
What is it, Divine One?
I think an invocation just came to me. I'll try summoning the emblem now.
We can do that, Night Owl. Let me hop down to the Ox.
Dream well, emblem of dragons.
So, bippity boppity down here, and I will drag. Night Owl, you're about to be dragged. Be prepared.
No, excuse me. Who are you?
Oh no!
Divine dragon.
And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, a Night Owl.
Hello.
Why, that's what I am too.
How are you?
Now I'm gonna make that not echo so much. I'm okay.
I must thank you for waking me. I feel I've been asleep for a very long time.
How are you?
I am
relate
good.
to that, Tiki. Do you happen to remember anything from before your sleep?
Hi, German.
My bracelet friends and I were all somewhere
Now you can hear things in my voice.
far away. We fought in so many battles.
Instead of just reading it in my text. Aha.
I have no idea if I have one of those voices that is, you are now reading this in my voice.
Someone gentle.
I don't think I do, but
I don't think
it's
I
good
do
to say
either.
it.
But there's also the argument of I'm so used to my voice it seems normal for me.
Made it so that I didn't need to sleep anymore.
Do you mean Marth?
I think a lot of it is if you listen to someone speaking enough.
I do. Emblem Marth has been a
That's really what
guardian
does
Elios
it.
for a long time.
That's
'Cause I mean the like text is now you're hearing this in my voice, or Squick, for instance, is text because you watch a few hundred hours of his videos. And Squick, well, you see any stream that he's on and you're gonna hear his voice a fair amount.
You can battle against me.
Mo says you sound like the Stanley Parable narrator.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, Mo.
So we have obtained the very first lolly dragon from the very start of Fire Emblem.
I'm going to assume that that's a good thing.
It's a meme thing. Tiki is from the very first Fire Emblem game, and she is the first lolly dragon, which is unfortunately a common trope. Let's see what we're looking at. I'm trying to remember this map.
I'm not going to ask because I'm pretty sure I would regret doing so.
Well, you do not wish for the cursed knowledge?
I have enough cursed knowledge of other things already. I don't necessarily need more.
especially because I'm saving up at least some of it for Storm's stream when he actually has me as a proper guest.
Yeah. The Storm stream is going to be very entertaining, I think.
It should be. I'm working to ensure that it will be.
It will be a time of all times.
It will certainly be a time of times. Although honestly, I have spoken to Stormsong about what his plans for the stream are, and I'm like 90% sure that a lot of it is based on trying to make me mad.
I mean, that tends to be our MO, as angering each other.
That's fair. But, yeah, I just figured. Mercury Alpha, you're going to have to be more specific.
No mistakes.
Why am I not surprised that's something you have to be more specific when it comes to Persona?
Okay, well, so a lot of them go back to the fact that Persona 3 Portable, specifically Portable, is the only Persona game in which you actually get to choose your protagonist.
Yeah.
Usually the protagonist is set, and it's just a matter of you choosing to some degree of the personality you want. You can be a bit of a jerk, you can be snarky, you can be the cool dude, whatever, based on which dialogue choices you select. But Persona 3 Portable, they had to come up with some way of giving some actual new content, despite the fact that they actually had to cut content from the previous iteration of Persona 3, which had been Persona 3 Festival, which had this whole very cool epilogue story about what happens to the rest of the team, after the events of the main story. But the PlayStation Portable, which was the platform that they were developing for, did not have enough storage, and they had already cut down the whole design of the game to remove all of the 3D world navigation that the earlier versions of Persona 3 had. They had cut down almost all of the full motion video. They had cut down almost all of the rendered cutscenes. Everything was very, very, very limited visual novel style.
Mm-hmm.
And so what they did was they said, you know what? We'll let you see the story from the perspective of two different possible protagonists. One male, one female. So the male was the same character that you had played in the previous versions. The female was a new character. It was similar but different in a few important ways. And then they also accordingly changed a number of the social link characters that you dealt with. So some characters that were major social links for the male protagonist became minor background characters for the female protagonist, and vice versa. And then there were some that were completely new characters that were introduced specifically to be social links for the female character.
Makes sense.
And it allows you to tell all these very interesting, fun little side stories while still being within the technical limitations of the game. It also allows them to play around a little bit with some of the existing characters. For those of you who have played Persona 3, you all remember, you probably are aware of Junpei being a little hot-headed and self-important at times, and him being a little too willing to go nudge nudge wink wink when talking about the girls with the other boys. When you are the female protagonist, you can, when he does that sort of thing, you can side with the girls and say, hey, you know what, Junpei? That's a really nice shallow ditch over there. Say that again.
Real quick, I need to ask something. Okay, Mo, are you actually going to be visiting Doc in person for cooking stream next Monday?
Ah. Yes, Mo should tell us more about this. I believe it was a 10-pound sphere of meat and cheese they are attempting to prepare. I have heard bits and pieces of them describing it, and every time they describe it, it becomes more and more complicated and extreme.
That sounds
It should be
right.
it should be very interesting, if slightly horrifying. Earth meal, a 10-pound spherical Juicy Lucy. And if I remember correctly, a Juicy Lucy is essentially a sort of meatball or hamburger patty kind of thing filled with cheese. That is before it's cooked, so that you get a sort of molten cheese filling.
I need to ask Mo if he will be coming through my area on his way to Doc then, because I have a thing that I bought for Doc that I keep forgetting to send to him.
This ice is rather slippery.
So, Mo, if you can answer, which direction are you going to Doc's from? Just like cardinal direction. Obviously, if that's a Doc's risk, you don't need to bother, but...
Call of Duty added T-800s. Now,
I'm not surprised at this point.
I will admit, I have not played any of the recent Call of Duty games, but I don't recall the Terminator franchise having a significant overlap there. I could be wrong, but maybe I missed it.
I mean, Call of Duty is, like, trying to be Fortnite nowadays, aren't they?
You know, I have not paid enough attention to them to actually be able to say, but probably. It seems like a lot of the shooters that had gone all in on the whole multiplayer deathmatch thing a while ago, when that was all games are going to be that now, are now chasing the sort of Fortnite style, whatever that's called. Not even sure.
Battle Royale is the style.
Ah.
Sorry, my brain shut down for a moment.
Battle Royale hero shooters, am I using those words correctly?
I mean, usually it's just like a skin that you have. Which, to be fair to Fortnite, like, it is quite impressive that they get so many games in on their stuff.
I have to admit, I only really see the occasional ad for them when I'm trying to watch something that I actually like on YouTube. But yeah, they seem to be getting a lot of other media properties to join in with them on various things as a sort of cross-promotion. Which, I don't know, I am always a little surprised when some things that media companies will decide would be a great promotional tie-in for them. Ramshackle, I am afraid to ask about... You know what, I'm just not going to ask. And no, Ramshackle, that is not an invitation for you to explain, regardless.
I remember the round meal. Didn't that show up on a text video? It's one of those, like, prepper meals.
My recollection is that Tex has mentioned it. I don't know that it actually appeared in one.
I don't know. It's sometimes hard, well, actually, not even sometimes. It's very hard to keep up with all the memes between the BPL and the Ox.
That's fair.
We are
there are a lot of memes.
I mean, for example...
I only get to see like half of them.
The other day I was talking about how, like, I've been quoted often enough that it's not quite the same as it was when I was first quoted, you know? So now I was on...
That's true for a lot of people.
So now I was on the kick of, I want to say something that makes someone go out and make art of it right away. And then I realized that already happened a while back, when I mentioned Mussolini, and Cookie went out and had an AI art thing make a Mussolini. So it has been done.
I think I actually saw that one. That was a while ago too.
It was a while ago. I'm very proud of it.
That's good. That is actually a fairly reasonable thing to be proud of.
All in a day's work.
I craved validation because I had a crappy childhood and no one ever validated me.
You are not alone in that.
I mean, to be fair somewhat, like, it's one thing to want validation. I think everybody wants validation. It's another thing to what's the word I'm looking for? Pursue it at the expense of all else.
Yes. Yes, that is fair. Everyone needs the occasional bit of validation.
Yep.
However, there are healthy limits and boundaries that need to be set for that.
Yeah.
It can go way too far in many different directions.
Anything in excess is potentially poison.
Well, yes. Bit of Fry and Laurie did a skit where one of the punchlines was, "Too much is exact. That's exactly the definition of too much." Dangerously in excess. Yes.
For
If I remember
instance,
correctly,
like a
that was actually
10-pound meatball.
Yeah. Really, a 10-pound Swedish meatball. Good lord. That is excessive.
Meat, it's what's for dinner.
Come again.
Right.
Oh wait, I can heal him. I've spent 2.5 days now trying to defeat the final boss of Metaphor Refantasio on the ultra hard stupid difficulty.
I have not really. I've seen ads for it, but I've not really looked into Metaphor Refantasio.
Oh, it's a very good game. I mean, at least if you like the Atlas,
JRPGs,
Megami Tensei, Persona style JRPGs.
Yeah.
Because I mean, again, it is Atlas. It is a game in very large part done specifically to celebrate their 35th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
So it is sort of the culmination of the various game systems that they have developed over the last 3 decades.
I have played a little bit of Persona 5 because I think someone in the BPL or the Ox picked it up for me because they saw me put it on my wish list. I think it was Aiden.
It may have been. I know he has played it.
In fact, I'm pretty sure the more I think about it that it was Aiden. And I did start playing it, and then Storm said he was going to do a playthrough on stream. I'm like, you know what? I'll wait for Storm to do his playthrough, and I'll play along. While also pursuing Best Girl.
Serves you right.
We'll have that particular discussion when Storm does his playthrough here. Because that is its own whole discussion in the community.
I'm pretty sure Storm wants to do a harem run with every character except for
one, which I have discussed with him, and I very much agree that
I understand where he's coming from.
Character.
So I am.
Okay, I actually have a sheet of paper in front of me, in which I have written down every single possible romance in every single Persona game that is currently available.
I am curious why you have this sheet of paper with this information.
Because I am playing through every single one of those games, incomplete, to completion, pursuing one romance each time.
I'd be like you have an alarming amount of patience, and then I remember the amount of moderation you do for a WBPL 76, and realize I shouldn't be surprised.
I do have quite a lot of patience. And probably an unhealthy amount of free time, but
I mean, the only difference between whether or not it's unhealthy or unhealthy is if it affects your ability to afford to live. If your finances are all in order,
I mean that's entirely separate.
And I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, reveal your finances to us on stream right now." No, God, no.
Yes. Now there are far more important things that affect the amount of time and manner in which I work, and that has nothing to do with how much time I spend playing silly JRPGs and setting very dumb goals for myself. Mercury Alpha, was that directed at one of us in particular, or? Oh, no, that was a pun. Okay. Took me a minute. I have a certain blindness to puns in text.
Yeah,
Which
is it's sometimes harder to get puns across in text. I mean,
it is.
I like to think that I'm doing a pun voice that I do is pretty noticeable.
Yes, you do a pretty good job of hamming that up. On the other hand, like reading all of Terry Pratchett's novels, there are a great many jokes that he has that are wordplay based things with like the name of a town or a minor character, which are all down to you being able to figure out how it's supposed to be pronounced from the way it's spelled.
Yeah.
And it is very easy to get that wrong. Or just to miss.
To be fair though, with the...
I remember now. Is it Raising Steam? Yeah, it was Raising Steam, where they've got the train.
Yeah,
and they go to the place that's supposed to be sort of southern France, and it's called Aches and Pains. But it's spelled the French way.
French is a silly language.
It is. It's also one of several languages that
You were a good fight.
people tried to force me to learn when I was in school, and turns out I'm really, really bad with the Romance languages. But for some reason, the school system where I was only offered Romance languages.
I mean, at least you had a choice in languages. The only option I had was Spanish, and I can't stand Spanish's grammar. Something about it just does not click with my brain, and it angers me.
I always had trouble with the Romance language conjugations. Personally, that was their grammar. Was its own separate issue, but that's because when I was very young, I learned English and German, and my default for grammar is fairly Germanic.
Yeah, and I mean that tracks.
But it means that trying to then do Romance language grammar makes no sense to me because it is almost the inverse.
Yeah, I think that might be my problem with Spanish, is it's essentially inverted grammar. And it's like trying to think backwards.
Yeah, that would definitely make it hard.
Because that's at least note, I don't speak a second language, so this is secondhand from my experience, but most people I've talked to indicate that you really properly know a language when you can think in that language.
I've heard that. I've also heard a lot of people say that the language that you learn, or languages that you learn when you are young, sort of establish the way that your thoughts are patterned.
Mm-hmm.
They are patterned in that language, and things that language and its grammar and vocabulary can't describe well are things that you will have the most difficult with intellectually. At least going by that theory, anyway.
Yeah.
I have no idea how accurate that really is, but Billy Snake, that is one that is true of a number of languages, not just Spanish. And actually, the only reason why in American and English, we only have to use one word for that is because we're actually eliding several more words that are implied. English does steal from just about everybody. That is true.
But to be fair, English also, you know, the people who primarily speak it kind of had an empire that the sun never sets on.
Yes, there is that. Although it's also the fact that they tended to... They were a bit magpie-like when it came to things that they found their language lacked, but the locals had a word for. They would happily grab it and take it on as their own.
Yeah. Which isn't particularly a bad thing when you think about it.
It's not necessarily a bad... It's certainly not inherently a bad thing. It's...
I'll help.
Especially since the opposite also happens with colonizing powers, and the colonized peoples who maintain their own distinct language will have historically adopted portions of the colonizing language.
All right. As much as I am enjoying this conversation, we've actually run over time.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Oh no, good conversation. Shit.
No, run away.
All right, everybody.
Can't have that.
Night Owl, do you have anything to say before we go?
Oh, no, just be good people, and remember, I am always watching.
All right, everybody, stay safe and have a beautiful time. Bye.
Take care.